about another key capability enabled by Azure Arc, and that's extending Azure services to run on any on-premises infrastructure and any cloud. The first set of Azure services enabled by Azure Arc are Azure Data Services, including Azure SQL and Azure Database for Postgres, with more to come in the future. I'd like to welcome Rohan Kumar to tell us more about how Azure Data Services are enabled by Azure Arc. They can help you run your entire data estate.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for your time. We understand how important it is for you to run your data applications and workloads in a very efficient and secure manner. And we also know that factors like data locality, low latency requirements, and privacy regulations may require you to maintain those operations on premises, at the edge, or with third-party clouds. I'm really excited to talk to you about the unique innovation and cloud design benefits we are providing in Azure Data Services through Azure Arc and share some of the early feedback we've received from our preview customers. We heard loud and clear that doing upgrades and installing security patches is the number one pain point our customers experience while managing their on-premises data workloads. That's why, as a part of Azure Arc, we set out to enable automatic patching and upgrades for the on-premises data workloads using the same capabilities that are proven in Azure. Our customers can turn on automatic updates and maintain control over the update time window. Our customers who want to adopt Azure SQL Database Managed Instance will be able to run their SQL instance with continuously delivered updates, new features, and not worry about the end of support constraints even in their on-premises environment. Our customers will also benefit from cloud elasticity and automation. They can do self-service deployments in seconds and have complete automation for common database tasks like setting up automatic backup and high availability. They can also elastically scale up and down and scale out their databases with zero downtime. This enables our customers to fully utilize their compute environment, reduce costs, and significantly improve their operational efficiency. Our customers will also benefit from a unified management experience. They can manage their data services running on premises on third-party clouds, along with their data services running in Azure through a single pane of glass. They can use Azure Data Studio to manage all their databases, including Azure SQL Database and Azure Database for PostgreSQL. In addition, we're also bringing Azure's industry-leading security and governance services to your data workloads anywhere with advanced data security, Azure policy, and role-based access control. One of the top asks from our preview customers is the ability to run Azure Data Services in a completely disconnected environment. I'm very glad to say that we support both completely disconnected or air-gapped and connected use cases. In the case where your environment is completely disconnected, we are still able to provide cloud benefits, including automatic patching and upgrades, elastic scaling, and unified management locally within your disconnected environment. Since we announced the preview, we've been working with customers to solve for their hybrid data needs. Let me dial in Aram Lauxtermann, who is the cloud director for KPMG Ignition in Japan, and talk to him about his experience with the preview. Nice to meet you, Aram, and so glad to have you on the call. Can you share a little bit about what your team does?
Absolutely. Thank you very much for having me. Within KPMG Ignition Tokyo, we basically build specialized software solutions for our clients to help them with their financial and compliance needs. Within KPMG Ignition Tokyo, we have Cloud Next, which is our cloud-native platform, which is fully automated. Cloud Next we use to manage different cloud environments, and we use to manage different on-premise environments.
Great. Now, can you please help me understand how your team tackles the hybrid environment and how Azure Arc for Data Services may play a role there?
Absolutely. So we still have our own data centers, and we have other public clouds. And some of our clients demand to have data on-premise. Some clients demand that we have basically data in different cloud environments. So because we have such a diverse range of client demands, Azure Arc enables us to manage all these different environments, manage an on-premise environment, but simultaneously we have the advantage that we can use the advanced security features of Microsoft Azure We can manage data that is hosted in an on-premise environment. We can use cloud automation. So all these different advantages that Azure Arc brings makes it way easier for us to operate all these different environments.
Great. I'm so glad to hear that Azure Arc and Azure Arc for Data Services can make it easier for your team to better engage with your customers and improve efficiency. Are there any ongoing projects that you have, and what are your next steps related to Azure Arc?
So beginning of this year, we started a multi-cloud program. This was KPMG Ignition in Tokyo, together with Australia and New Zealand. In that entire program, we are rolling out a multi-cloud and multi-different environment to solve client needs. Simultaneously, we have been working on Azure Arc Data Services to take a look how we can basically store data in different environments, but still use all the advantages that we have of Microsoft Azure. Second to that, we have the entire advantage that we can leverage everything that we already built in our Azure environment and use those controls and data services on a different cloud, which is for us an extreme big advantage because we do not have to do all those efforts over again.
Thank you so much for sharing, Aram. Please keep me posted on how things work, and really appreciate you sharing your experiences and your use cases with us on the call. So thank you.
Thank you very much for having me. All the best.
It's always great to hear from our customers firsthand and use that as a guide for what we do.